Today we're talking about the Bluesman Sedan. This is IkeGuitar. Let's do this. Guys, what is going on? IkeGuitar here, coming at you with another guitar video. Today is something a little different. Today I'm actually going to be reviewing and playing through my Bluesman Sedan from the guys here at Bluesman Vintage Guitars in Spring Hill, Tennessee. Now here are a few things you need to know about this sedan. This particular sedan is modeled after the 1962 Fender Stratocaster, one of my favorite and probably the holy grail of all Stratocasters in my opinion. It features a slim early 60s neck with a rosewood fingerboard. The pickups are made by David Allen, and the interesting story about David Allen is that he still makes pickups, but he was kind of presumed dead for a long time. Apparently he's still around and kicking, but these are indeed David Allen pickups. It includes the traditional 5-way selector switch, which it wasn't always 5-way, but in the early 60s they became 5-way. It features a blend knob at the bridge pickup tone control. What that simply means is that it feeds back other pickup signals and blends it in so you don't get a pure bridge sound that kind of pierces your ears, but also rounds it out and makes it very nice sounding to your ears. I'll play it for you in a minute here. Now the finish is truly spectacular. This is the 3-tone Sunburst that Fender introduced in the late 50s. What I like about this 3-tone is that the checks from the nitrocellulose bring out its character a lot. You can definitely see the orange, the red, and the black in this instrument as opposed to the more traditional 2-tone Sunburst from the mid-50s. And then finally, one of my favorite features is the minted pickguard. Traditionally, Fender minted their pickguards because it came out white, and then over time, as it aged with the finish, it became a mint green. Not every Fender pickguard did mint, however, but definitely in the early 60s, minting was common with most Fender pickguards of the time. Now for a little bit of the story on this instrument. I was looking for a more traditional Fender Strat style guitar with the early 60s in mind, and this guitar came up on Reverb for about $1,300. Now, that's pretty substantial given the fact that John Scott sells these guitars for around $2,300 if you're a layman. If you get the artist discount, it's about $1,800. But these guitars are built from the ground up. This is before John had his CNC machine, so he cut this thing with his bare hands, I feel like. And this guitar is probably early 2010, 2012. It's one of my favorite guitars I have here, but I managed to talk the guy down from $1,300 to $1,000, and it even came with the hardshell case. So this guitar was a steal as far as build quality to cost is concerned. I'm going to play this for you guys and get you an idea of what it sounds like, and we'll talk about the pickups and what it sounds like in a minute here. So when it comes to me trying out guitars, I try to keep it simple as possible, trying to get some traditional Strat sounds with this guitar. So a little pentatonic and a little bit of power chords typically do me right. Now what I'm going to be doing right now is the middle position pickup we're going for here. Let's get a little boost, a little reverb. We're going through a Fender Princess style amp. Let's try it out. So this sound is very full to me. It sounds not too much high, not too much low, plenty of mid. Like that's just chonky guitar tone, and I really like that. Given that it's an alder body, I really love the sound of it, and this neck just feels so good underneath the hands. Alright, so that was position 3, the middle position. Now let's move to position 1, which is going to be the neck position pickup. Definitely found some low end in there. Once again, no complaints on how this guitar sounds. Even this neck pickup, which sometimes can get a little bit too muddy, there's still a good amount of high-end clarity in that thing. I can hear both notes of that octave chord here. Alright, we're going to go to position 2 now. This will be the in-betweener of the neck and the middle pickup. We're going to figure out if this has that glassy tone we come to expect from these early 60s Strats. Does have it. Love the sound of this pickup. Okay, let's go to position number 4. We've already played through 3. This is going to be the bridge pickup and the middle position. And we're going to figure out if it sounds as good as the other 3 positions. Alright, now we're going to try out this final position, position 5. This is going to be pure bridge pickup, and then I will fluctuate this blend knob to give you guys an idea of how this blend knob will take the sound a little bit further. Just blend it in a little bit. Alright, finally we add some overdrive to it. We love overdrive. I've got pretty much a dimed tube screamer. Let's see how it sounds. Alright, so preliminary thoughts on this guitar. I do like the sound of this instrument. I especially love the feel. Although, I'm finding that, although I like the sound of the pickups, when it comes to putting in overdrive sounds and gain that I know and I love, it doesn't quite sound the same. Maybe it sounded good to you guys, but through my ears, it was very harsh. There wasn't a lot of complexity to it, not a lot of over harmonics. And I didn't really feel like the gain side of the equation really gave me what I was looking for. Now, that could have just been the overdrive. I'm going to try this out with different overdrives, get an idea of how it handles underneath that kind of pressure. I thought that the clean sounds were spectacular. Like, I thought in general, it typically tended to be a bit more balanced than I remember of other Strats in similar veins. Granted, I've never played an original early 60s Stratocaster, but compared to my Fender made in Mexico and the Squiers I've played, it was definitely a bit more balanced overall. Heard the mid-range, heard the lower end, along with the clarity I expect from a high end. Now, as far as that last pickup, position 5, the bridge pickup, I wasn't as much of a fan of it as I would have wanted to be. I think that the other two pickups totally had a beat as far as sounds and loudness and whatever, but it just felt like it was tearing paper just a bit too much. And maybe that's the magic with early 60s style Strats. Maybe I'm getting it totally wrong, but I kind of want something a little bit more, less like 8K, less of that 10K range, so my ears aren't completely bleeding after playing it. So I'm going to do something that you guys may not approve, or you may approve, but whatever. I'm going to be replacing the entire set of pickups with a set of Lindy Fralins. Now, you guys know about Lindy Fralin. He makes pickups. They're great. I love all of his pickups. I'm going to try to get Lindy Fralins in that thing, and I'm going to play it again, and this time you guys can hear the difference between the Lindy Fralins and the David Allens and see if his traditional 60s vintage hots sound any different compared to David Allen's pickups. But that won't be happening this video, psych, but be sure to stay tuned for when I get this guitar fixed up with brand new pickups. I will do a comparison shootout to be sure so you guys can understand what pickup sounds can come out of a Strat, especially as you change up different combinations of pickups. I've definitely found in my life that tone woods don't play as big of a deal as you may think in a guitar. In fact, I've seen videos where guys have made concrete guitars and they sounded pretty decent. So I think a pickup change in this guitar will do it some good and make it sound even better than it already is. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please consider subscribing. I make videos all the time. This was a review / playthrough of my Bluesman Sedan. I love this guitar. I can't wait to change out the pickups. It's going to be even more killer than it is now, and I look forward to seeing you guys then when I do it. And until next time, this is IkeGuitar. Have a great day, and we'll see you guys later.